Hey, what's going on, guys? DJS here. Got a video discussion for you guys today regarding pre-release sneakers that have fakes already attached to them, and it's kind of getting ridiculous out there. You can see that there is an image on the screen right now of a fake pair of the Toro Bravo 4s, as well as like more or less a real image up in the upper right-hand corner. But it's getting to the point now where there's fakes before we even get the shoe available publicly, and how confusing is that to a consumer? We're seeing images of the fake shoes, images of the real shoes before we even get to see them in hand. Um, and I kind of have a problem with it. It's like I don't know where and who to trust anymore with sneaker information, let alone the sneaker releases that are happening, unless I end up getting them from a Nike store, Finish Line, Foot Locker, and one of the authorized retailers of the sneakers. Nowadays, you're seeing pre-release sneakers like these. These have been out. I've seen people posting these 6 months ago. They've had them in hand, and they got them from a site overseas, and they're selling unauthorized pairs of the shoes, and people are buying them. And whether or not they're authentic, whether or not they're B grades, whether or not they're variants, whatever you want to call them, to me, they're not authentic because they're not from a reseller or retailer, excuse me. They're not from a retailer, an authorized retailer of the sneaker. And I'm one of those people that with the fine lines that you see between fakes and authentics and variants and B grades and everything. B grades are obviously lower quality versions of the original. They are sold through authorized dealers such as Nike factory stores. When you're buying these from Chinese websites or whatever these websites are that are available to you guys, just consider, like, do you want to be buying something that is questionable or not? I personally do not. I don't even mess with those sites, regardless of X, Y, or Z YouTubers that stand by the product and say yes, it's authentic. I personally look at it like it's not an authorized pair. It's borderline illegal, and I don't want anything to do with that type of product, especially again with all of the type of fakes and whatnot that are brought up in this Jordan culture and sneaker culture. But now you have these other shoes out there that are, so you have a high end fake version or a high end unauthorized version, if you will, and then you have a low end fake version that costs you $50 or whatever for the sneakers, and it's confusing to the consumer. And this is another example right here that you can see. Some of these shoes, like in the upper right hand corner, I think is where I'm putting it. There's the fake version, and that image was leaked well before the actual released pair was leaked. So it's like the blog sites are even posting these ones as the real version, and they're actually the fake versions of the sneakers. As well as I'm looking at places, and I'll show you a picture here in a second, where like Kixify or whatever, people are selling the fake versions as real for like $200+. Like it's just really getting confusing for consumers, and it's getting to the point for me where, like, if I, and it's this is the main reason why I don't buy sneakers unless I get them for retail, unless I get them from a retail place, because I don't want to deal with the headache of thinking whether or not they're fake or real. This is what I was talking about right here. 290. This guy, he's selling the green glows, and they're completely fake. Those are the versions that are completely fake. Notice they're just completely different build than the other ones. But as a consumer who hasn't actually seen these in person yet, we don't even know what we're going to be getting because of the images that have been out there for these. So this is just my thoughts on the matter. Let me know what you guys think. I find it really frustrating. There's so many fakes out there, and it's becoming more difficult to decipher between what is real and what is not. All I can say is you know what? I understand if people want to buy their fakes, and if they want to buy them from unauthorized sites to get them early to stun a little bit before everybody else gets them. That's on you guys, and that's more. I mean, to each his own. If you want to do that, that's all good. I personally don't want to do that. I don't really care about doing that. Also, there's a saying that I've heard: "Fake it till you make it." But you know what I say? I say hold yourself to a higher standard than that. You don't have to wear fakes until you can buy something real. You can buy alternate things. Hold yourself to that standard where you don't need to buy fake sneakers, where you can buy stuff from the clearance rack. I do videos on clearance stuff because I think it's dope. It's a good feeling to get a deal on a pair of sneakers. And I would rather get a good deal on a pair of sneakers than to get a pair of sneakers that I know are fake and wearing them with the fear of somebody calling me out for wearing a pair of fake sneakers. Now, I know, again, there's more conversations to be had regarding the whole fake versus pre-release and whatever. You know what? Again, unauthorized to me is unauthorized, and that's the way I look at it. Even if it's 100% legit. I mean, I've seen some B grades, or it's not B grades. I've seen some unauthorized pairs that look absolutely legit, and they smell legit, and all that other stuff. I just look at it from the perspective of that. Same thing as the perspective I have with marijuana. To be quite honest, marijuana is illegal. Whether or not it's okay or not for you to use is up to the individual that wants to smoke or not. But if it's illegal in your area, it's still illegal. I look at it, sneakers kind of in the same light, and a lot of you guys are going to be up in arms with that because you're like, I smoke weed and it's illegal. You know what? I don't have a problem with people that smoke weed. I personally, it's a personal choice for myself not to smoke weed because of the legal complications. I don't want to be caught with a pair of fake sneakers or unauthorized sneakers in a collection that I have built for over 10 years to make sure that I have all authorized, all legit, all official Nike sneakers, and that's just the way it is for me. And I'm speaking from somebody that has over 200 pairs that I've put a lot of effort into, a lot of heart and soul into. So that's the way it is for me. Let me know your guys' comments. I know you guys are thinking I'm probably taking things to the extreme, but let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment. Let me know. Do a video response. Let me know what you think of these pre-release fakes as well as the pre-release sneakers of shoes that we don't obviously even get to see yet, and then eventually, they end up coming out. And then what happens to the market? You don't know if you're going to be buying a pre-release pair or an officially released pair, depending on who you're buying from. But subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. Follow me on IG and Twitter at HESKICKS, and we'll catch you guys later. Peace.